What's going on, champs and chambits? It's FireMonkey here, and the Ben 10x Fortnite collaboration has officially been decrypted, so in today's YouTube video, we'll be showcasing absolutely everything you need to see and know about the collaboration before it officially releases in the item shop April 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. For those not using Eastern Time as their main time zone, that is not tonight's item shop reset, but it is tomorrow's shop reset, just to kind of give you an idea, so it's 2 shop resets away. Firstly, we have the Gwen Tennyson skin right here, which has 2 different additional variants that you're able to actually use, and then we don't have the Omnitrix, which I know I mentioned that we had in like the little teaser video. We have, and I might butcher the word saying of this, the Ultimatrix or Ultimatrix that we actually end up having right here on Gwen Tennyson. Next up for the different variants, we got a few of his different aliens. So we have Heat Blast right here, and now all of them have the exact same idle animation. You can see it right there. And then we also have Alien X. Now, I think out of this collaboration, they did a really good job on the actual transformations, because if you've seen some of the video games that Ben 10 has actually been, related to or whatever, they don't really always use like an actual fully fleshed out, like HD cool version of the Ben 10 characters. A lot of the games go for more of like a chibi art style or just looks off. So it's nice to see that Fortnite actually did a really good job on these variants. And now before we show in the built-in transformation emote, here is the Lego version of Gwen Tennyson. And then here is the Omnitrix activated built-in emote, which has 3 different versions. You can see the first one right there, which turns you into Heat Blast, and then if we wait a moment, we'll see how you transform it into Alien X. Once you're Alien X and you do the emote again, you'll do the same thing you kind of did as Heat Blast in order to go back to Gwen Tennyson, as you can see right there, and then it all loops again. You end up, starting the emote over, but it's cool to see that they have a few different variants to swap between the different options during your matches. For the Gwen Tennyson skin right here, we have 1 additional variant, so here's the normal variant right there. You can see what she looks like, and then we also have this variant, which has a really good job done on, like, the hair, for example. Like, I don't know if that's, like, a weird thing to compliment about Fortnite, but I don't know if we've really had skins that have glowing hair in this type of way. So it's really cool to see Fortnite put some effort in there and actually make the hair glow like that, but not as many variants as we ended up having with Ben 10. Now, before we end up showing her built-in transformation emote, here's what Gwen Tennyson actually looks like in the Lego form right here. And now if we go over here, you can see the actual evolution emote that you'll be able to use to transform into the skin and out of the skin while you're in a match. So it kind of has the same animation both times, so it's not really that crazy like the Ben 10 one having multiple animations. I would say that the main difference is when it comes to actually transforming to the variant, you have a little bit more of an animation, with like glowing eyes and everything, instead of transforming out of it. But that's not all with this collaboration, however, because if we go over to the left, we have 2 new backblings to show you. So we have the Azimuth backbling right here, creator of the Omnitrix, sculptor of worlds, and smartest being in 5 galaxies. You can see that it actually does kind of like connect to your back, which is really nice to see. Some backblings, end up being a little bit floaty on your back or whatever. This one seems to fully like connect to you. And then we also have Gwen's Grimoire, which if we scroll in, you can see the reactivity, which you can turn on and off. If you turn it off, you'll just have a closed book the entire time, but it is elimination reactive, so every elimination will kind of flip the book open, and it is also attached to your back, so that's really cool to see. So if we go ahead and turn reactivity off, you can just see it right there. Does it still have like a floaty effect? No, it doesn't even like bounce up and down. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but when we had this version selected, it had a little bit of like a float to it. Even that doesn't happen when you turn the reactivity off, which is kind of interesting to see because I don't think that's reactivity based at all. After that, we have ourselves a few other things. So here is the Omnitrix Pickaxe, which is a few different variants. Firstly, we have the normal variant, we have the grab attack variant right here, and then we have the amphibian variant right here. Now, if we go ahead and swing it real quickly, you can see that they all have the exact same hit trail despite having different variants. So you'll all just kind of have that exact same logo showing up for each one you end up swinging with. But I do think it's really cool to see the different variants and how they put the aliens into other things, such as the pickaxe. After that, however, we got the Mana Orbs pickaxe right here, with a description of ready for a magical melee. Now, it's really cool to see us getting, just small little orbs as an actual pickaxe that anyone can use, because I feel like the last time we got a pickaxe similar to this, I think it was built in. I don't remember if I bought that collaboration or not. I don't remember what the collaboration was, but if it was built in, then this means that now everyone gets the option to use one of those smaller little pickaxes in game that are just orbs around your hand. And then for the final thing we have to showcase in today's video, we got the Omnitrix upgrade wrap. It is damage reactive, so if you go ahead and shoot it a few times, you can see the damage reactivity right there, which is just kind of like flashing lights, nothing too crazy. And then of course, if we shoot it in third person, you can see what it looks like right here as well. So you can see how it flashes and flickers and everything, but it's only based on damage. Now, I'm not sure if that's damage received or damage take, or damage given or damage received, but if I had to guess, I would say it's probably for dealing damage to other players, just because of the fact that I don't know if we really, when we have these damage reactive wraps, I'm not for sure how many of them are related to you taking damage. Anyways, with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's showcase video. If you did, consider subscribing and support the content I create. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. And while I didn't show the actual kicks for the collaboration in this video, we showed it in a previous video. So if you want to see the Wild Mutt Chompers in an actual video form, consider checking out the previous uploads on this channel in order to see what those look like. But other than that, hopefully the image should suffice. With that said, however, I'm not going to waste your time any longer. Catch champs and champions tomorrow on another upload. So until then, peace out.